It's the homeschool pep talk we all need. You're 5 minutes away from a better day in home education. See Mom Learn is a podcast for the perpetually curious, created by me, Tahira Goldson, a lifelong learner, home educator, and development professional. Homeschooling ain't easy. Can it be fun, rewarding, and create unparalleled family time? Yes. Is it an educational option with the highest flexibility of cost, of style, and of location? Yes. Can it feel like the house is falling down around you? Yeah. Or can you get in the car one day and it have an odor that's a blend of spoiled milk and french fries? Can you run one errand with 5 people asking your kiddos, "Oh, are you out of school today?" Can you head to a family dinner where your sister-in-law passively aggressively quizzes your oldest child? All yeses. I've been cornered at a kid's birthday party by a parent recounting all the ways my child would be damaged by homeschool. Thanks, stranger, for your unsolicited, unfounded, and uninformed advice. I had a day in which one random person too many asked my kiddo, "Why aren't you in school today?" And she, being very young and not grasping the passive part of mom's passive aggressive frustrations, replied, "Why aren't you at work?" Not my finest moment in making homeschool relatable. But these moments I wouldn't trade because they're all an expected part of the ride. But when the unexpected happens, there is no 3-point bullet list, no magic wand, no soundbite that's going to see you through it. What's a homeschooling mom to do when things fall apart? If you're homeschooling through the death of a loved one, through a divorce, through a major relocation, through medical challenges for yourself or for your family, then you and only you can write the guidebook for you. And how you approach a crisis may be the best explored before the grenade drops. Consider making a homeschool crisis plan. If you're partnered, consider making it together. Not when the next pandemic hits, but this week. Answering the questions about the worst that can happen helped me to not lie awake at night with what ifs. One thing about homeschool is that kids get to see life in a different way, and big transitions are an education all of their own. Don't underestimate what your kids are learning when life throws a curveball. Emotional intelligence and resilience are more important than quadratic equations. While what's in your bag of tricks is ultimately up to you, here's a starting point about what to include in a homeschool crisis plan. It's time to revisit your why. Jot down your why and refer to it as you build a plan. The first part of the plan is a goal. Identify your starting 5. Who are 5 family members, loved ones, or fellow homeschool homies you trust and that you can depend on? This list will evolve over time, so it's not just draft and done. You'll need to revisit. Think of this list as your homeschool godparents. It's not enough to write them down. Talk to them and pay attention to their reaction and feedback. Adjust accordingly. What if you couldn't homeschool for an entire month? What's the plan? This could include documentaries, books, games, and even a list of field trips your support circle may be able to help the kiddos get to and work through. Keep it simple though. It can include 2 to 3 close family members that may be able to step in and support you, and you can offer to do the same in times of struggle for them. Online resources like OutSchool and Museum Program will probably need to be balanced with some social time. What if you couldn't homeschool for 3 months? Building on the 1-month plan, but including things like who in the starting 5 to pull in and delegate the creation of a rotation of support. And in your similar plan, what if you couldn't homeschool for 6 months? Is the starting five enough? Should tutors or nannies be considered? All options should be on the table in a crisis plan, including the risks and benefits of enrolling your kids in a brick and mortar school. Homeschool isn't the only option, but homeschool is the only choice that society ties so much of our identity to. Don't buy into it. Have you heard the terms public school mom or charter school family or private school dad? I have not. Would some of the kids make a transition to a brick and mortar school easily, making your plans with the remaining child more manageable? Put that plan on paper, list the risks and rewards, and revisit as needed. One thing can be expected, that the unexpected will happen in our lives. But whether our homeschool is built of straw, of sticks, or of bricks might come down to how we plan before the wind blows. We can protect the homeschooling house before things fall apart. Until next time, sending you love, light, and living books from See Mom Learn.